Okay, boys, let's get it going. Hopefully Joe doesn't have as bad of opinions with Sonic games as he does with opinions on how the state of the economy is.
What are you talking about? The economy is at an all-time great.
Fake news, Sleeping Joe. Back when I was president, I could actually get a meal at McDonald's for under $10. But I know it's hard for you to remember anything that happened longer than 5 minutes ago.
Shut up, and let's get to these Mario games.
Jeez. Seriously, Joe, how could you already forget? This is Sonic we are ranking, not Mario.
Oh yeah, right.
All right, how about we start out with a banger here? Sonic Adventure 1 and 2.
Oh, easy S for Adventure 2. Could argue that for 1 also, but when compared to Adventure 2, it doesn't quite reach the same level. So I'd say A tier.
I could agree with that.
All right, good. Because if one of y'all said something stupid about these games, I was about to go ape shit.
Imagine saying the game with the best level design and one of the best stories all time is bad. Oh, and let's not forget one of the best songs all time, Live and Learn.
Well, Joe does have some pretty retarded opinions, so I didn't know for sure.
Yeah, well, Merry Christmas to you too.
What the hell? It's March, Joe. You're 4 months late.
Just ignore this bag of bones and go next.
All right, let's go with early games next. OG Sonic.
Well, considering this is literally what made Sonic, we have to give it credit. And for its time, the game actually stands up to the other all-time classics.
I don't know. I think this game is mid. Back in the day in the arcade, you wouldn't catch me on this. I was always on the Frogger and Pac-Man grind.
Yay, Joe, that's not even a valid argument.
Right. Just because you never played it doesn't mean it's bad. Not saying it's S tier or anything, but since it's the OG Sonic and it does what it needed to, I'd say A tier.
All right, Sonic 2 next.
Basically the same thing here, just with the introduction of Tails. And I guess the levels are also pretty nice, so probably high A.
Nah, bro, Tails is a bitch. I hate that fellow. Put this game in C tier.
What the hell did you just say, Joe? You hate that fellow? What is this? The 1930s?
Nah, it's all right, Obama. He's just trying to go back and remember what it was like in his childhood when he played this game. That aside, saying you hate Tails is a pretty weird take, Joe.
Bro was probably 60 when this game came out. What do you mean his childhood?
All right, shut up. I'm only 4 years older than Trumpster here, you know.
Don't bring me in with you, Joe.
All right, so we agree on A.
No, but whatever.
Invalid opinion, Joe. Go next.
K, Sonic and Knuckles.
Oh, let me guess, Joe. You hate Knuckles also or something.
No, actually, Knuckles is my favorite character all time. He is the embodiment of true strength. And I like his design.
Of course you'd say Knuckles is your favorite. Such a beta male take. Not much to say about this game. It's another decent arcade game, probably B tier since the levels aren't too memorable.
Yeah, that's fair. Since we are on the old game topic. Mania next.
I always love game remasters, so nothing much to say. Easy A tier.
No, I disagree. This game showed that Sega became lazy and just decided to recycle old game content.
What? How does that make any sense? Is it a crime to want to go back and play some of the old games?
Yeah, for real. What are you supposed to do if you want to go back and play the old games? Start a hunt for a damn Sega Genesis? Like they did for the IBM 5100 in Steins Gate.
Oh, straight fire show. By the way, we should do an anime list sometime.
Yeah, so Joe can say AOT is F tier, and that his number 1 is Boku no Pico.
Shut up, just get back to the list.
Okay, so ignoring Sleepy Joe's brain-dead opinion, Mania is A tier. All right, next Sonic Advanced.
Well, hot take here. I think this game is actually a mid-game. It's not bad, but not much is special about it either. I personally didn't care for the Game Boy that much, so I'd say B.
Well, it's a pretty good game, I'd say, so B or A works for me.
Well, actually, I think this game is top 5.
What?
Joe, did I just hear you correctly?
You just chose the most random game you could have ever picked for top 5. No, this is BS. All right, Joe, if this game is so good, name me at least 5 of the best levels from the game.
Oh, well, there's a X Zone, And,
Okay, stop right there. You said X Zone? Everyone knows that level is trash. That's it? Another invalid opinion from Joe?
Yeah, sorry, Joe, I gotta agree. B tier.
you guys are just haters.
All right, so how about Sonic Rush?
Oh, good game right there. It's basically an upgraded version of Sonic Advanced.
Yeah, and this game introduced Blaze, and I really like what they did with her character in '06.
Yeah, she's really pretty.
Joe, what the hell?
Okay, Joe, you're getting out of pocket here.
That's weird even for you, Sleepy Joe. I had no idea you were a furry.
What, did I say something wrong?
Oh, geez, Don. He's farther gone than we thought.
It's all right, just go next and try to forget this ever happened.
All right, so top of B tier. And Sonic Chronicles.
Oh my goodness, let me tell you, this game is a hidden gem. I really don't understand the hate people give this game. The dark vibe and goat story, combined with a new gameplay style that we hadn't seen for Sonic, was just perfect. I might even say top 5 all time.
You're out of your mind, Don. This game literally ripped off from Pokemon. Very slow Pokemon battle type gameplay makes no sense for Sonic. Put it in D tier.
Oh, here we go again with Joe having such simple thought process. Just because a Sonic game doesn't have break the sound barrier type speed doesn't make it bad.
Yeah, Don, you're definitely whack for saying top 5. But Joe is also wrong. This game was innovative at the very least. Even if they got some inspiration from Pokemon, I'm gonna put it low A.
Of course, you two simpletons can't appreciate true masterpieces just because they're more obscure.
K. Sonic Heroes.
This is tough. Is between this and Adventure 2 for best PS2 game.
Honestly, this game only could be considered better than Adventure 2 because of its multiplayer. The story and campaign just aren't quite as good.
Wow, Joe actually has a good take for once.
Well, either way, it's easy S tier. Good story, so many characters, and good gameplay. All right, Riders.
Riders. Free Riders is C, Zero Gravity is D, and Riders is maybe B. Not even up for debate. Yeah, no cap. The only thing that anyone cares about from these games is Jet.
Yeah, and they never even bothered to reuse him, except for as a rival appear in the Mario and Sonic Olympic Games. K next is '06.
Don't even get me started on this train wreck. First off, as we all know, the game was rushed as hell, runs like garbage, glitches up the wazoo, and the whole storyline was pretty awful.
Well, hold on there, Don. Yes, the game is broken. You can't tell me that you wouldn't sit down with the homies for hours having a blast at trying to glitch the game. And we also gotta admit, Mephiles was one of the best villains in Sonic to date. And let's not forget about the goated soundtrack.
Okay, the only good point you make is the soundtrack. Everything else is just blind nostalgia. Because from an objective standpoint, the game is ass. Only reason people remember this game is because of how trash it was. But you liberals always only care about your feelings. So I'd expect you to say that.
All right, well, what do you say, Joe?
Huh? Oh, well. I just really like the princess.
All right, moving right along. The lowest I'm willing to go is C tier.
All right, fine. But only because of the top-tier music and Silver's backstory carrying it up there. I'll be generous.
The Black Knight next.
Okay, so, I like the premise. I like the thought of Sonic with a sword. And the story is good. But I just think the game was ahead of its time. Having this game on the Wii took away from what it could have been. Remember the opening cutscene? How good it was. And then we get stuck with slideshows for the rest of the game, and the gameplay is just terrible. But imagine if this game came out on PS3, it would easily be top 10 at least.
Yeah, I feel that you make some good points, and not a bad game, but considering the circumstances, well, yeah, it's a trash game.
Could have been good, though.
Right, so bottom of C tier. And Secret Rings.
Oh, I love this game.
Really, how this game has even worse graphics than the Black Knight. Let me guess, Joe, you only like the game because of the female genie.
You mean Shara? No, of course not. I just really enjoy the gameplay.
No, ain't no way anyone would say they like the gameplay in this game, Joe. So if you like it so much, name a single level from the game.
Damn, even I couldn't name a level from this game.
Oh, Let's just save some time and go next.
Yep, got it. Just as I thought. You simp for Shara. C tier it is.
Yep, same fate as the Black Knight, but just worse. Oh, now how about Sonic Colors?
Now, this game reminds me a lot my presidency. See, the Black Knight is the Obama administration, mine is this game, and Joe is the Secret Rings. They all came from the same era, but one is actually good.
Okay, as much as I want to insult you right now, what you said actually makes sense. Like I have no idea how this was a Wii game.
Well, if you ask me, it's pretty mid. The bosses are all just repeats of each other, and the trick system is just too simple and easy.
Well, that's true. But those are pretty nitpicky things to say make the game mid.
Biden, stop with the trash takes already. No matter what you say won't change the fact that this game is at least low S tier. Unlike the election, you can't fabricate these results.
Yeah, bro, Colors is goated. Easy S. How about Lost World next?
Lost World, amazing story, amazing OST, and for a Wii U game, it's actually very nice looking.
I agree. The overall aesthetic of this game is great.
Yeah, I'd say solid A tier.
Now the Sonic booms.
Nope, no. Why are these even on this list? Put these both in F tier. Absolute trash. More of an abomination than Joe's handling of the Russia-Ukraine situation.
Dawn, these games aren't that bad.
Not that bad? Of course you'd say that, Sleepy Joe. You must have been asleep while you played these games then. One time when I played, the game literally imploded on itself. Shit was doing the color glitch and everything. Almost broke my entire damn console.
Yeah, Joe Sonic Boom was such a flop.
You guys don't know anything. Stay mad.
All right, Generations.
Oh, my favorite.
About time you actually had a good take, Joe.
I mean, what else is there to say about this game? Great story. All the levels are iconic and goated. Modern and classic Sonic together is a match made in heaven. And the final boss is great. I mean, seriously, there's nothing bad about this game.
Yep, I agree. This game was great to play while listening to some early Drake. Top of S tier it goes. All right, and now we have Unleashed.
What untrashed, you mean?
Joe, I know I didn't just hear you say trash and Unleashed in the same sentence.
Don, this game is widely known as the worst Sonic game all time. What are you on about?
Oh, here we go again. Joe with his retard normie opinions. Widely known to be bad by who? The Flat Earth Society? They're the only ones with enough brain damage to call this game bad.
Come on, Don, that's an insult to Flat Earthers. Even they recognize this game for what it is. A masterpiece.
Joe, I don't think I can even let you in this Discord call after what you've just said. You're a danger to the Sonic community.
Shut up. If you were a true Sonic fan, you would see this game as absolute ass. The Werehog sections are way too hard and slow, and the day sections are lackluster to say the least.
Even if that were true, which it's not, you're forgetting. The best graphics this series has ever seen. Amazing story. And the greatest final boss of all time.
What, you talking about Dark Faggot?
Joe, I don't know what compels you to have such reprehensible takes, but this is getting
Whatever.
ridiculous.
Put this trash game on your S tier then. As long as we can agree to put Forces at high A, then I'm fine.
Forces. A tier? Good luck to us. We're about to enter World War III against the Sonic community with that take. Nope. No way in hell you just said that. Screw this amount. Maybe we'll finish this list later. I can't sit here listening to this any longer before I get an aneurysm.
You guys are just homophobes.